it's Emma the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to the second WIPMAS, and I don't have much to show you. Mondays are the worst days for me. I start to work pretty early, so even though there are days when I start work earlier, I prefer to sleep in on Monday and I wake up just before I need to walk the dog and then go to work, and then I don't have much time after work in school and before I go to my private lessons, and I have quite a lot of them on Mondays. So yeah, Mondays mean not a lot of work. So I didn't work much and the progress is possibly not very visible, but it's something, and I hope tomorrow will be better. So the main piece, the focus piece for today, or actually yesterday, because I'm recording it on the 2nd of December, it's after midnight already, so yesterday my main piece was the fairy. So I did stitch a little bit. These are the beads that I stitched. These are the beads that I stitched. And these are the beads that I stitched. I don't have a photo to show you from yesterday because, as you can see, it's super difficult to see those beads. They are maybe not transparent, but they are very, very, very light. Maybe if I get to stitch the other color, those ones, then they will be visible on white, but these not so much. So I didn't really take a photo to have a comparison because I figured it doesn't really make sense. So I got like 3 different areas to stitch on, which allowed me to to work on 2 other projects in between. So I stitched on Envy, and first let me show you what Envy will look like once it's finished. This is one of the 7 Deadly Sins projects. This is artwork made by Marta Dachlik, and it's made into cross stitch via Heaven and Earth Designs. So I'm going to stitch all 7 of them. Hopefully in my life I'll manage to. And now this is what Envy looked like last time I stitched on it, which was in October. And this is what I stitched today. It's this square here and this bit and those 2 bits here. There were 2 colors and I stitched 111 stitches, so not a lot, but it's 111 stitches, fewer stitches to stitch in the future. And I managed to work on my biggest piece, the Wishbone Sweater. I stitched 1 round. I put the stitch marker to mark the progress, and as you can see I managed to stitch 1 full round and a little bit. If I find another stitch marker like this, the progress type, I will mark where I finished today, but I also need this stitch marker at least for a while to guide me where the hem begins. It should be visible at some point because there's not going to be cables anymore, and also the needles that I'm knitting now are 1 size smaller than the previous ones, so it should be visible, but for the time being I prefer prefer to have that stitch marker as a guide where the hem starts, so that I know where to measure, whether I'm at least close to the recommended length of the hem, because I need to also take into consideration I need to have some leftover yarn to then cast off, because I think it's Italian bind off, so it requires quite a lot of yarn to finish that. So I only stitched on those, and I chose Wishbone Sweater mostly because today I saw that Inge from Inge's Knitting Lab posted a test knitter call, and I'm super interested in what she wants to test knit. It's a Chiara jacket and it looks lovely. I did apply. I don't know if I will be accepted because I'm not sure if the length of time that I think I need for that project will be acceptable to her. So I don't yet know if I will be knitting that, but in case I am one of the chosen ones, I want to have Wishbone Sweater done so that I know it's finished, and then I can focus on that other piece, because then it will be super important for me to stitch on it for a long time. So let's hope, fingers crossed, I am chosen, because it looks lovely, and it's a really a piece of clothing I would actually need, because such a jacket would be wonderful to have. So I would be super interested to be a test knitter, and if not a test knitter, I will definitely buy the pattern because it looks wonderful and man, I want to stitch it. I don't think I've been that excited about a garment for a long time. I mean, yes, I'm making sweaters that I want to wear, but some of them are mostly just beautiful on their own. But this is like something I would really have a use for. So yeah, it would be lovely to be able to do that. So Wishbone Sweater will be definitely the first project I will work on after finishing the focus piece for the day, because I need that done quickly. But okay, let's find out what my wheel will have me do today. Let's spin. Why doesn't it want to spin? Oh, now you're showing. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe that was a false spin. So let's try again. Yay! Okay, it wasn't spinning, but mine. So the winner is... Oh, the Pohjola sweater. Cool. Wow, it's going to be something nice. It will be a lot of knitting then tomorrow, because Pohjola sweater, Wishbone Sweater, back to Pohjola sweater, and then if I have the time, hopefully I do, I will stitch on something else. Because if I manage to stitch on 5 things today, work on 5 things today, although to be honest, the fairy I divided into very small bunches because I get really annoyed working on it. But I do hope I'll be able to work on both Pohjola sweater and Wishbone Sweater quite a lot, and maybe get some other projects as well done. So see you tomorrow with hopefully some progress and a new project for my WIPMAS. Please like the video if you liked it, leave a comment down below, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!